Can two Disney people go to Universal?
I don't know. I'm lost without my ears.
So as you can see, we're not at Disney, we're at Universal. In fact, I'm gone incognito mode with my Hogwarts alumni shirt. Yeah, Michelle and I haven't been to Universal in a long time. I've been here a couple times previous to Michelle coming here, but Michelle has never seen Harry Potter. So we are coming here to, and I use tips that I found on the internet in order to have a better day. Now, first things is we're at Universal Studios today. The reason why we're at Universal Studios first instead of Islands Adventure to rope drop Hagrid's and Velocicoaster, which is what most people would probably tell us to do, is that they had an hour early park entry today. And so the resort guests got there an hour before we could. We are now heading into Universal. The plan today is to get on Revenge of the Mummy, Escape from Gringotts, Hogwarts Forbidden Journey, Velocicoaster, the Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, and Velocicoaster. Also to ride the Hogwarts Express both ways. That's it. That's all we need to do today in order to count today as successful. So we're gonna head into Universal and get that started. So as you can see, we've made it in. The security is different. I mean, they have bag scanners and and metal detectors instead of the Evolve system. Then as you scan your ticket, they take your picture and they do picture validation. And we are currently walking down past the Minion Mayhem ride and the new Villain Con ride, and we're heading back towards Diagon Alley, so Michelle can finally experience the amazingness, I guess, that is Harry Potter. So we'll bring it back as we go in. I want to get Michelle's reaction. All right, Michelle, we've arrived in England. You see the night bus over there. It must mean we're wizards if we can see it. And we're gonna go over here. I wanna get your real-time reaction to going into Diagon Alley. Here we go. Stay ahead of me. All right. We see the Wild Michelle heading in. You got the smile of amazement. Yeah, so there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Disney people are in Diagon Alley. Apparently we were wizards after all. That was awesome. I love that. And that goes off, as I understand, like every 10 minutes or so, and you'll be warned by all that roaring and growling. I mean, the level of detail in here is nuts. This is the Monster Book of Monsters sleeping with a pile of books on top of it. All right, Michelle, thoughts so far? We only just stepped in.
It's very cool. It's well done. Maleficent is still cooler, but
Just one thing. Universal is very strict about what you can take onto the rides with you, so we are going to head in to this area over here to the right, to the lockers, and put our stuff in there, and then get on to the ride. I mean, yes, I'm using my cell phone right now, which I can do. I just have to put it in my pocket before we go on the ride. I mean, look at all the goblins, and then you have the head goblin up here. This is nuts.
Has it been set off? There must be imposters in Gringott. That was close. Oh
no! Okay, Michelle, what'd you think?
I thought it was pretty cool. I think the queue might have been more exciting than the ride itself, but
Yeah, I'd agree. I haven't been on this one before. I can admit that. I was a little underwhelmed. I was expecting a little bit more thrill based on all the warnings before you got on the ride.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, but she didn't get sick. That's a good sign. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna explore a little bit around Diagon Alley, then we're gonna try to get on Revenge of the Mummy, and then we're gonna try to head over to Islands of Adventure and start the rides that we wanna do over there. So, it's Hogwarts Express after we explore a little bit. All right, off we go. You see a number of people here with their wands out because there's these little golden spots on the floor. You can see one right there, and there she goes. And when they stand on the spots and then do the magic, she just made that happen with her wand, which I think is pretty awesome. So, check that out. Michelle and I have come into Bourgin and Burkes here in Knockturn Alley. This is the vanishing cabinet that Malfoy gets people into Hogwarts with. And then you look around, there's all kinds of little Easter eggs, like the troll foot umbrella stand from Sirius Black's house, and like you can find the Hand of Glory in here and all kinds of other things. It's just well-themed store to the Knockturn Alley. A little bit of too much glare, but you have the necklace, the cursed necklace that Malfoy tries to give to one of the students. That's a little bit of magic someone just started in Knockturn Alley. This one was Locomotor Chimney Sweep. We're about to enter into Weasley's Wizarding Wheazes. As you can see, they have their own store here in Diagon Alley. Let's see, some magic may happen. Oh, guess not. Again, this is the Wizarding Joke Shop. They even have a little Dolores Umbridge that they have that sometimes travels back and forth on that rope. And you have Pygmy Puffs and all kinds of other references to the books in here. Hey, Michelle, what do you think?
Really well done. Very cool.
What'd you find? Definitely in your colors. We've now come into quality Quidditch supplies where they have all the Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Gryffindor jerseys and other things you can buy as if you were part of the Quidditch team. Pretty cool. So, first tip that we got from the internet is head straight to London. And it seems to have worked because this place is way more crowded than when we first arrived. And it's only 45 minutes after park open. And we got here and basically walked on Escape from Gringotts. And now this land is much more full. Yeah? Yeah, so that was a good first tip. So come straight to London. You notice in the window is Creature. This is number 12 Grimauld Place. He just opened up the curtain and looked out. And as you can see, here's a sign for Grimauld Place over there. And then this is number 12. What'd you think of that?
That was pretty cool.
Hello, buddy. Good morning.
You doing all right? Yeah, nice to see you.
Everything going well?
It's going all right. What's your name?
Yeah,
I'm Doug.
Doug. All right, Doug's here.
Doug, yeah, man.
How you doing today?
Hogwarts alumni. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
That's
I
it.
knew you could do it.
I graduated a long time ago.
Did you graduate head of your class?
I'm sure you did.
Nah, but I ain't got no class.
You didn't really. It was hard for you to fit in at school, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah. Just got the student body for it. What house?
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, man.
so greets are Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Well, what's on your mind, brother?
I haven't ever had a chance to interact with you guys.
Oh.
My family lived here, so.
Oh, London.
In Londoners.
Yeah, so just this part.
But you're probably a good, upstanding resident family. No need for the bus. We have emergency transport there. So I'm sure your family knows how to operate. You got your
just stick out
boots.
your wand arm, right?
Yeah.
And he's a Ravenclaw, so they figured they don't need much.
Yeah, you don't need us to come
Yeah.
rescue. You know how to get around. I'm glad you take your time to say hello to us now.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you, there.
If you want,
Thank you very
can
much.
come on it as well. You're on that way, you can get on it if you like.
Thank you for coming up and saying hello. Thanks for not treating me like a nobody.
You're awesome. That interaction was fun. I mean, they talk to you. They actually talk to you, which is really cool. So, that Michelle's not really a talker, so she was like, "I'm not doing it. I'll film though." So, am I right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they pay attention. They ask questions. They notice my shirt and. But now Michelle and I are going to head over to Revenge of the Mummy. The plan for right now, as we were told, is head to London and then go back into Universal to Revenge of the Mummy to do that, and then go get food. So that's the plan. We're either gonna get Leaky Cauldron, or we're gonna go over to Hogsmeade and get food over at the Three Broomsticks. One or the other is supposedly better, and we're gonna ask. And once we know the answer, we'll pick one of those two. All right, off we go. I do want to point out that this Optimus Prime in the fog is pretty epic, considering the fact that it's at least 2 stories tall. That's an impressive little piece of set design that they've done here. So one thing that I've really noticed is how little I know the layout of this park. Because you go to Disney with me, I am the map. Here, I need a map. I think we're heading to Mummy. We'll find out. Success. We have gone here to the Mummy. Now, this is a ride where you're on the scene of Brendan Fraser's movie of The Mummy, and you are like basically sucked into a curse that everyone on the cast except for Brendan Fraser believes. This is another one with lockers. So we're gonna put our stuff away and go check out this one. All right, Michelle, what'd you think of The Mummy?
That's pretty good. It's fun.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's got it's a little herky-jerky sometimes, but
Yeah, kind of test tracky. Slamming on the brakes.
yeah, it slams on the brakes a few times. But yeah, so it definitely was like worth the time, but they did lie to us. They said 10 minutes. I think we were in line for 25. So we must have gotten right on the tail end of people seeing, 10 minutes.
Yeah, now
So-
it's up to 45.
And we're not park guests. Which is we'll talk about this a little bit more, but we're not staying at resort here. We're staying in Disney. And so what we're doing is we're doing the tips that I read for people who don't have Express Pass. And so far they're working. Now we're gonna go get food, either at Leaky Cauldron or at Three Broomsticks, and we're gonna ride the Hogwarts Express. Depending on which one we go to is when we do Hogwarts Express. All right, so off we go. Michelle has decided, and she has chosen
3 broomsticks.
Three Broomsticks, which means that we need to go now get into the line for the Hogwarts Express. And hopefully the line's not too long, but it shouldn't be at this time of day. That's kind of one of the tips that I was given, is that the line before noon doesn't get that high. So we're gonna go ride the Hogwarts Express, and we'll then get over to Diagon Alley. No, not Diagon Alley. Boy, see, there's my mistakes, just because I am not usually here. We're gonna be over in Hogsmeade. So here we go. All right, 10 minutes for the Hogwarts Express. Look at that. So the Hogwarts Express is themed to a London tube station, and we are on our way in to go ride the ride. It did say 10-minute wait, and right now it is looking like that. So here we go. Michelle's about to go through into. There she goes. She just went into. She just went through the wall. Look at that. Hedwig. There we go. Hi, Hedwig. Nice to see you. Oh, rude. The Hogwarts Express has arrived. It is pulling into the station, backs into this station here in King's Cross, so it can be on its way out. You're about to ride it. Woohoo! All right, Michelle. What'd you think of the Hogwarts Express?
That was fun.
That was fun. It was cute. We're not allowed to film on the ride, so I try to follow those kinds of rules. There's a big sign that said don't film, but we had this really excited little girl in our cabin. She was very much into what was going on, and as you can see, we brought the snow from Pennsylvania as we come into Hogsmeade. Though I'll tell you one thing though, there was a big tip that I got, that if you see that one of the parks has early access, go to the other one if you don't have Express Pass and you're not staying at the resorts, because the Hogwarts Express line will be very different leaving that park once you're ready to come over, because everyone's going to be trying to leave this park, and right now that line is sitting like at 45 minutes to an hour, like it looked like.
It says 10. But
Says
there are a lot of people.
there's a lot of people. It does say 10, but there are a lot of people. And I know that ride can take a lot of people, but yeah, we definitely feel that. But we're gonna go to the we're gonna go to the Three Broomsticks and have lunch, and we'll review that. And we'll also, and then we have 3 things to do in this park. And we'll talk a little bit more about why we chose specific things over meal. All right, let's go. Three Broomsticks. Michelle and I got sat. They do make you wait. They do ask you to sit, and then there's this QR code I'm gonna show you right there on the table. There you go. You scan that QR code at the table, and then you can order food. And we're actually not in the Three Broomsticks. We're actually in the Hogshead, and you can see the Hogshead on the wall over there. So we're gonna place our order, and we're gonna keep going with that. So we've placed our mobile order for food, and you do have to scan the table after you're done with the order, after you say I've arrived. But the thing I want to talk about is the reason what we're doing today is we're doing something that we don't normally do. We don't normally come to Universal, and we don't want to overdo it. We don't try to get on as many things as possible because we never come here. It's more of a, what are the things that we really want to do because we never come here? And I looked up tips on how to do that. And so we're here currently, again, in the Hogshead and waiting for our food. And we've made a list. These are the things we want to do. So let's make sure we accomplish these things. Anything we do extra is going to just be bonus. Now, I don't think that we're going to do much extra beyond that, because right now, like, we have thoughts, and we definitely will share them with you. However, today is do some of the most popular things, and probably the last thing we're going to do is get in line for Hagrid's, because currently the line is at 105 minutes. So it's probably going to be the last thing we wait in line for. However, we made this basically small list of things that we want to do just so that we can experience it properly. So, food comes out, we'll check out the food. I went traditional and ordered fish and chips. Michelle ordered a salad. I also got a butterbeer, which I've also never had, and I got some roasted garlic potatoes on the side, and I'm looking forward to trying this out. 25 minutes. No food yet. That's a tick in the wrong direction. Our food has finally come. Michelle got the roasted chicken with a side salad, and the roasted chicken comes with corn and garlic potatoes. The side salad comes with choice of dressing. She also got herself a sparkling water. And I got myself an order of the garlic potatoes as well, and fish and chips. I figured I'm going to try the thing that this place is famous for. And I also got myself a butterbeer. And I've also now loaded up my fish and chips with malt vinegar. I'm not usually a tartar sauce fan, but I will try it as well. But I've now got some malt vinegar on my fish and chips. All right, here's my first time ever trying butterbeer. It's pretty good. Cream soda. It's basically what we get. It's got a little bit of other flavors in it. There's a little bit of butterscotch instead of just a cream soda. Very good. I like the foam top. Yeah, that's a lot where the butterscotch flavor comes from, but the soda itself tastes like cream soda. It's very good. Yeah, thumbs up. That's really good. I enjoy that.
It's good. It's very, very sweet. I'm glad I didn't get my own. This is too much for me.
Okay, I've tried everything. I would say that I wish the crust on the fish was a little bit crispier. I like, that's one of the things I really like about the UK pavilion in Epcot. The fish there is just much crispier. This is pretty good. I mean, I will have to say, I like it. It's excellent fish. The fish is excellent, actually. I actually might feel the fish is better quality, but I wish I had like the Epcot crust on it. I did like the fries, much better with malt vinegar, and the potatoes, for me, the potatoes are the winner on my plate. I got that side order of the garlic roasted potatoes, and as you can see, they actually are fire roasted. And
so everything I ordered was good. Basically what I expected. Roasted chicken, corn, potatoes, and side salad, which is mostly just lettuce and one giant chunk of tomato. But it was all decent. For theme park food, it was good. Nothing overly blew me away, but I was hungry and now I'm not.
That's the best way to put it. I was hungry and now I'm not. So Michelle and I did stop at the Hogshead Bar, and I picked up the Dark Forest Ale, which is available in both areas of Universal. And Michelle ordered what is called a Paradazzle. This is not on the menu. This is a made-up on the internet drink that people have made up using ingredients from the Hogshead. This is their vodka, a non-alcoholic pear cider, splash of lemonade, and garnish with the maraschino cherry. So this is, again, not on the menu, but it comes out to about $12.25. And Michelle got a double, so it's just a little bit more expensive. But I'm going to try this beer and see what I think. So, Dark Forest Ale. Oh yeah, it's really good. Got good flavor. It's a little maltier. It's a little bit more on the Oktoberfest side. Yeah, it's kind of like a Märzen style, but I definitely like it. It's got that nice, robust maltiness of the darker beers. Yeah, that one's good. That's one of the exclusive ones. I'm planning on trying all 4 of the exclusive ones. The only other one I need to get in here is the Hogshead, which I'm going to get a little bit later, and then we can get the other 2 when we return back over to the other side of the parks. So overall thoughts on 3 Broomsticks and Hogshead, because we kind of ended up in the Hogshead area, not in the 3 Broomsticks area. Yeah. The theming in here is pretty cool. I really like the moving Hogshead.
Sorry about that.
I was very fascinated by that, but we didn't really get to see the 3 Broomsticks. We were kind of like pushed in and pushed out as they found us a table. And then the food took too long to get here. But then the food was good, and it was like Michelle said, it was good enough that now I'm full and I feel better about it. But it did take far too long. It took far too long for it to show up. But other than that, it's okay. It's good. I liked it. You look over my shoulder over here. There's the men's and women's bathroom, and it was actually kind of funny. I went in there and realized that Moaning Myrtle was in there. that was good theming. Good theming, Universal. Seeing the live entertainment was really cool, and we're now heading into the Hogwarts Forbidden Journey. We're gonna have to put our stuff into a locker as per usual, but we're gonna check this out. I'm really excited about the queue. I've heard nothing but good things. It is saying 55 minutes, so it is a little bit of some time in line, but here we go.
Gotta love the nod to the entrance to Dumbledore's office here. Gone in the queue. We also just passed through like the herbology greenhouses, and we went through this tunnel with all these statues. It's already very immersive as you kind of walk in. Definitely appreciated that cover out there as you're waiting outside. But in we go. In the Hall of Portraits. And they all speak to you. Like that.
Yes, a remarkable young man. Potter.
And that's Slytherin over there in this painting. Here's the Pensieve as we're here in Dumbledore's office.
He's still very sound on history, though.
That was an added bonus. You can enter the classroom through the blackboard. Anyway, we thought you might rather watch a game of Quidditch than listen to Ben's, but we'll have to sneak you out of the castle and down to the pitch, and we reckon the best way of doing that is to fly you there.
All you have to do is follow me to the room of requirement, and I'll manage it from there. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A charm I learned from a world-class Quidditch player.
Okay, Michelle, how did you do?
I was fine.
Fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of people say that they get motion sick on that ride, and you did not.
Not at all.
I mean, there's Hogwarts right there above us. But, so you did good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the wait was only 35 minutes. It said 55, and I think the app said 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was only a 35-minute wait, and it's so cool in there. I threw the footage into some of the stuff I was able to catch in the inside. Yeah, that's worth the queue, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, great ride. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Now, we're gonna head to Velocicoaster, because the last thing we're gonna do is wait in that long line for Hagrid's. All right, off we go. So Michelle and I stopped off at the Hogshead as we head into the Islands of Adventure, because we're gonna walk over to Velocicoaster. I got the Hogshead Ale, which is an Irish red ale exclusive to the Hogshead. So let's see what it is. Oh yeah, I like that. Everything it's supposed to be. Irish red ale, all the characteristics. Actually, it's extra tasty. I like it. So we're now heading over to Velocicoaster. Let's see what Michelle thought of her Was it fire whiskey and cider? Fire whiskey and cider.
It's everything I expected. I've had this before, but it's good. It's a different take on a cider.
You heard it here, exclusive, folks. Cheers. We're off to Velocicoaster. We've made it to Velocicoaster. Yet again, we had to put ourselves in a thing. It looks awesome just from seeing the cars go around. You ready?
Not sure.
Yeah, well, here we go. 60-minute wait. We'll see how it is. Well, that was a cool queue element, don't you think? The real coaster went by, and then the Velociraptors went through the screen. That was really cool. That's pretty cool. Holy shit.
I didn't die, so.
I mean, that coaster is amazing. I'm leaving that in. I'm gonna beep it, but that was amazing. I caught air in the seat a number of times, and that second launch just pushes you out into that top hat, and then you hang upside down. Like, that was awesome. Probably one of the best coasters I've ever been on, hands down. And Michelle needed a moment when she got finished. She said she didn't get motion sick, but she said, what'd you say? Felt like your brain was coming out of your head?
Yeah. I don't know how else to describe it, but it was,
okay,
yeah.
We have one last thing to do. That's Hagrid's. And that line is still looking really long. But that was worth it. And we were only in line, we were in line for exactly what it said, 60 minutes. And yeah, that was worth it. That was great. All right, Hagrid's. And we're on to the last task of the day, which is Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. It has a 105-minute wait, but we've been told it shouldn't be that bad. That's what the bartender just said, because guess what? We got line beers. Well, Michelle got a line cocktail, but you know, this is the Dragon Scale IPA. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. It's like a nice dark IPA, and it's got everything I need for that for a 105-minute wait. But it's the last thing we need to do, and we're actually doing pretty good on time. It's about 3 in the afternoon. So, here we go. Okay, we were only in line for an hour. How'd you feel about it?
It was fun. I don't know that I'd wait an hour again for it, but it was fun to do once.
Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It's something that we've been talking about Michelle wanting to do, so we're glad that we were able to do it. It was exciting. It's a good thrill. It's a good thrill, and it's got a great story. So that was fun, and we're gonna do a little bit of looking around at some of the shops and stuff, and then we're gonna make our way out of the park, and we'll give you our final thoughts. But we've done everything we came to do, and it's just a little bit after 3. It's almost 4, so it's about 4 p.m. So got here at 9, got here at 8:30, and then by 9 we were on rides. So not bad for doing. We had tasks, we got them done. We're gonna do some shopping and make our way out, and we'll see you at the exit. as we got off the Hogwarts Express, Michelle and I made our way over into Diagon Alley just to do a quick stop before we head out, and I got the last exclusive brew, which is the Wizard's Brew. It's a very heavy, dark ale. Think like Guinness level porter, but it's actually better. I like this a lot. This is a very good beer. Yeah, this is a good stop on the way out, but we're heading out to the exit and we'll see you there. Okay, we're on our way out. Michelle, first off, let's start. Is there anything you feel that Universal just does better than Disney?
Honestly, no. It was cool to experience this, but I'm kind of one and done.
Michelle also made a very interesting comment. We ask questions sometimes with cast members. They didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
And they didn't try to find the answer, which is one of the things we really like about Disney, is that one of the things that they try to do is they try to find the answer, right?
Yeah.
And
it was very dismissive here.
Yeah, it was very dismissive. And I'll put it this way. I feel like all the eggs are in the Harry Potter basket because that's where everyone was.
Yeah.
We were in Harry Potter Land a lot today, in both parks, and pretty much everybody was there. The streets were packed, everything was packed. We'd come out in the regular Universal Park and it's like no one was here. There were some people sitting waiting for the Mardi Gras parade, but that's about it. Like, I mean, I wasn't blown away by the food, even though people were like, oh, free broomsticks. And I was like, it was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad by any stretch of the word.
No, it was okay.
Yeah, and we're walking out of here at 5 o'clock. 9 to 5. Like, we're not full parking it, and and there are things coming up, but none of them excite us. There's like a Hogwarts castle show, and we're just like, we're all right. And, you know, I will say, though, that all the tips that I got on the internet worked. All of them. All the tips that I got on the internet worked, which is nice. Like, everything did what it was supposed to do. We were able to get on everything.
Yeah.
We were able to, we avoided the main big crowds. Hagrid's only took an hour, not 105 minutes. Because we went on it later, after everyone had kind of like worked their way through it. So, like, they all worked, but it's got nothing on Disney. I mean, I'll be honest, I even made reservations in line for Hagrid's for dinner tonight over on Wilderness Lodge. So, hey, we're Disney people, we're not really Universal people. If you're a fan of Universal, tell us what we should have done instead. I mean, we did a lot of stuff, but tell us what we should have done instead to make it more worth our while, all right? So, like we always say, we don't like to say goodbye because we're going to see you real soon. So we say, see you bye. You should have brought your mouth to yours.